We cover more local stories on Redwood News in the spirit of the North Coast. If you're heading out to do some camping for the 4th of July holiday, fire restrictions are now in place for the Klamath and Six Rivers National Forest areas. And the Humboldt Flea Market will return next month at a brand new location starting July 4th. Both new and returning vendors will offer a variety of products out of the Arcata Community Center. Well, it is 6:03 here on Redwood News Morning. The Salt Fire has now scorched over 11,500 acres with 20% containment. In Los Angeles, at least 17 people are injured, structures are damaged, and multiple cars need repair after this explosion of illegal fireworks last night. And speaking of new locations, the Humboldt State University bookstore is officially moving to the Arcata Plaza. Now, last year, the HSU bookstore was planning on moving into the old Pacific Outfitters building. And our musical guest on today on Redwood News Morning is a local natural sound recordist and cellist and guitarist. And I say cellist because that's a very big part of his art. And today we get to see the guitar version of it. And he's also played in rock bands in Birmingham, Alabama, 2 European tours in Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium. He's a cool guy and has over 1 million streams and downloads. So welcome, Doug. Welcome.
Hey, glad to see you, Brenda.
You know, you have a lot of downloads. It is no secret here, but you also have CDs available for us. And our very first musical guest on Redwood News is a local, but has toured nationally for at least 15 years. Bands he's toured with include Faster Pussycat and Queensryche, but today he's here to perform acoustic. Welcome, JT. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Great to be here.
Okay, so these are great people that you've toured with, but I personally love Jack Black, and I want to talk all about that experience. How was that? When female characters on TV have work-oriented roles like executives, scientists, or psychiatrists, young girls take notice. Choose programs that show your daughter she can be anything she wants to be. The more you see her, the more you know. After a year of being indoors, the city of Eureka is bringing back Independence Day fireworks show on the waterfront at around 10 p.m. on Sunday, July 4th. However, the annual festival will not be making a comeback this year due to not having enough time to plan for it with the uncertainty of the COVID-19 restrictions throughout the year.
We start planning the event months in advance, and by the time that the restrictions were lifted, it was too late to put together the event. So there will not be a 4th of July festival. However, there are going to be fireworks over Humboldt Bay at 10 p.m. that night.
Several streets will be closed to allow the public to gather around the fireworks show, and the city of Eureka encourages the community to gather around Halverson Park area and to set up chairs and blankets.
It's good to remember that there's no fireworks permitted in Old Town. We have too many old structures that will easily catch on fire and spread fire and could potentially devastate the area. So fireworks are strongly prohibited and will be strongly enforced.
Reporting in Humboldt County, I'm Brenda Rodriguez.
The rates of depression, anxiety, along with other mental health issues have increased since the start of the pandemic last year.
People who have lived with mental health conditions their whole lives are finding that they are changing in ways they were not expecting. Others are finding themselves seeking therapy for the first time.
As soon as you start seeing the signs of lacking initiative and your mind running off and anxious thoughts and worrying about things that are out of your control, then you want to reach out and get help.
A recent study by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention showed that 40% are struggling with mental health issues due to the pandemic.
So even before the isolation, that most of the people are very cut off from all the things that self-soothe them, they're experiencing isolation. And any human being that has too much isolation is going to get mental health problems.
And here locally, Susan says that she saw an increase of bad habits due to the isolation and boredom.
I can tell you, I live downtown, and so I walk down alleys as one of the ways to avoid passing people on a narrow street. And I have never seen garbage cans so full of alcohol bottles. It's just astonishing to me since COVID started. So I think people are bored.
In Humboldt County, I'm Brenda Rodriguez. Bienvenidos a Redwood News en español, soy Brenda Rodríguez. El condado de Humboldt se ha regresado oficialmente al nivel rojo cuando se trata de las restricciones de COVID-19. Esto significa que las empresas locales pueden aumentar la capacidad, los restaurantes interiores pueden suceder al 25% de capacidad, gimnasios interiores, cines y lugares de adoración pueden funcionar también al 25%. Tiendas pueden aumentar hasta el 50% de capacidad seguridad y la salud pública también está trabajando para abrir las vacunas para personas de 16 a 64 años con condiciones médicas, siguiendo las recomendaciones recientes del estado. El oficial de salud del condado, Dr. Ian Hoffman, cree que estamos en un lugar mucho mejor ahora de lo que estábamos en enero. Bienvenidos a Redwood News en español, soy Brenda Rodríguez. El Departamento de Salud Pública del Condado de Humboldt ha reportado 14 casos nuevos de COVID-19. Y hacia el norte, el Departamento de Salud Pública del Condado de Norte ha reportado un caso nuevo de COVID-19. Los trabajadores de la agricultura y alimentación son los siguientes en la línea para recibir una vacuna de COVID-19. Y esta semana, el Departamento de Salud Pública del Condado de Humboldt va a tener 2 clínicas de vacunación grandes para este grupo. Son tantas las voces negativas en nuestro entorno, súbele al volumen a las voces que construyen. Fortalece tu autoestima rodeándote de las personas que aprecian y reconocen tu extraordinario valor. Cuanto más la ves, más sabes. Hace 100 años no teníamos el derecho al voto. Hoy hay más mujeres en el Congreso que nunca antes. Un recordatorio de que tu perspectiva importa y tu voz cuenta. Cuanto más la ves, más sabes.